Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025. And this is week 11 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. Okay, if you're watching this live video, let me know if you can hear me. Joanne and Erica, Cliffy. Hi, Cliffy. How are you doing? Okay, so y'all can hear me. I'll take this off of here. There's Carol, Gretchen, Linda. Uh-oh. Okay, what am I doing? That's interesting. Okay, none of my buttons are working. Holy smokes. Well, there I am. Was I always in the middle of that? Oh, you know what I'm doing? Geez, just ignore me. Okay, I'm trying to find the comments. There y'all are. Was my face always in the middle of that screen? I hope not. Cliffy says that she never gets that hello at the first. Well, I'm glad you did today. There's Gloria. Hey, Paula. Pamela, Cindy, Joan, Barbara. Okay, so let me post the link to the live chick candy. Is it really not going to work? I guess not. Let me go grab it again. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not working, because I did something previously. Okay, there's the link to the live prizes tonight. Hey, Becky, how are you doing? Ooh, I'm so sorry that y'all lost the other night. I wanted to text you so bad. It's kind of like last week I wanted to text Kara, and this week I wanted to text you. So hopefully no hard feelings. It was quite the nail biter game, right? Okay, so let me show you the prizes. Option 1, we're giving away one fabric item, so you get to choose which fabric item you want if that's what you so choose. So we've got the cat and Halloween. This is the Halloween drawstring bag, okay? Halloween drawstring bag. And then the second option is the Taylor Swift Friendship Bracelet. This is Kansas City, TS, TK. Anyway, you've seen this before. I had an extra one of those. Or the other option is this little triangle pouch. Now, this was one of my earlier bags where I didn't have the little clip, but you can always put one of those ring thingies in there so that it can clip on. And then I've always put tissue paper in there just to kind of make it have some oomph when I'm showing it, but I will be folding it flat to mail it. So if this is the bag you choose, you may not. You may want to choose the, I'm rattling. Anywho, so that's the fabric item. And then, so we're going to have 3 prizes tonight, okay? The second option is going to be the Everyday Skies Designer Series Paper Pack. And the third option is the Sunny Day Iridescent Dots, okay? You do have to be present to win. So if I call your name, you've got 3 minutes to respond. If you do not, we will draw another name. Last week, we went through a couple names, right? Yeah. We won't be doing that tonight. Okay, any other housekeeping notes before we get started? The only other thing is, don't forget that the starter kit is on sale until the end of the month. You can join for $35. Yeah. Hey, Deborah, you won last week's chick candy. I'll be announcing that in just a little bit. I saw you leave a comment, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to tell her. Okay, so this is the cute project that we're making tonight, and I needed something super duper simple. Okay, I don't know what y'all call like your shoulder blades, but I think my sister was the one that said, is it your chicken wings? Yeah, it's my chicken wings. If you don't know what your chicken wings are, just kind of scrunch up or do that, you know. So my chicken wings, anywho, I'm being silly, but seriously, cutting paper, computer work, I don't know what it is, but I do have a surgery date, December 11th. Okay. We'll talk about that as we're stamping. So this is a really simple bag box. I've made it before. I'm using all cutouts so that I don't have to stamp anything. The only thing I'm stamping is the greeting, and that's it. And if you don't like this side, I decided to decorate the back side too, just so that you could see if you prefer to use this little fairy. Is that a fairy? Well, yeah, she's got wings and a wand. I'm trying to think, is there another term? We're going to call her a fairy. Anywho, so it's a two-sided box. Now, we'll tell you, this is rebar tie wire. Don't say that too fast because it never works. You can get it at Lowe's for cheap. It comes in a roll like this. You can also get it on Amazon. And now they have it in different colors. I always like the black for Halloween. And guess what? This container, this roll of rebar tie wire, I have had ever since my very first project using this. So it goes a long ways. So if you've been following me since, like, I don't know, forever and ever, this is the same original roll. Okay. Any questions before we get started? Okay. Hey, Stephanie. So yeah, it's a fairy. It's a bear fairy, right? It's a bear. Hey, the Bears were playing last night. Okay, I've given you the link. Oh, wait, I got to go pin that really quick to the top. Was it last night that the Bears were playing? I don't know. Whatever night they were playing. And I told David, I said, how in the world do you know that it's the Bears? And he's like, well, there's a bear in the corner. And I'm like, that's not a bear. That's like a blob. And he's like, that's a bear. And I'm like, well, they need to redo their logo because that does not look like a bear to me. Sorry, no offense, guys, but I'm just saying there could be a cuter bear. Okay, let me go to my channel. I know they're probably, all dudes probably love it, right? It's just probably me, but I'm just saying, it just kind of looked, you know, from my recliner, it did not look like a bear. Okay, let me pin the link right here. Okay, pin. Okay, so if you're on YouTube and you're looking for the link, it's at the top if you want to enter to win the live prizes tonight. If you're on Facebook, I posted that link at 6:30ish, right? Okay, now we can get started. Martha says, yes, the Bears. Okay, so let me move this over. Like I said, this is super simple. The most difficult part is the wire. And Brookie, my daughter, took my flat nose pliers to her house. So I had to go borrow David's. So I have very strict instructions that the minute this video is over, I have to return it to him. So, okay, what am I doing? I don't even need all that stuff. Here we go. The box bag is made out of 6x12. And I'm going to get my Simply Scored scoring tool and my stylus. Okay, let me see. Is the comments not scrolling? I haven't done the rebar, I don't think, in this house. I used to do it every year in our other house. Okay, so this is going to be your box template. Like I said, you can tell by the number that we've already made this before. I made a slight modification to add handles, but in the past, last time I did not do handles, okay? So on the 6-inch side, we're going to score at 1 inch. Now be careful when you're scoring designer series paper because you can rip it. And then also 4 inches. And then on the 12-inch side, you're going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches, 5 3/4, 6 3/4, 7 3/4, and 11 1/2. So today would have been my mother's 78th birthday. So happy heavenly birthday, Mama. Stephanie says, my hubby always says to return his tools, but presently he has 5 on your stove. Yeah, I've got a couple screwdrivers down here that I've got hidden. We're not going to tell him, right? The surgeon, so you're going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. So the surgeon said, yes, I absolutely need surgery. My C5 and C6 and my C6 and C7. So this is too much information. Look away if stuff grosses you out, but they are going to cut me right down here. Yes, they're going to cut me right in the front. I just can't think about that. In fact, when he had to tell me all the possible things that could happen, I was like, la, 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 don't tell me. And he's like, I have to. And I'm like, don't tell me because I don't want to hyper focus on that stuff. I'm going to think all positive thoughts, right? Yeah, so he's ordering all new tests because my last MRI was March 27th. So next week I have a CAT scan, an x-ray, and an MRI. He's getting all fresh scans before surgery. He doesn't know which surgery he's going to do. Metal, cadaver bone, fusion, until he actually gets in there. He says he could tell me he's going to do one of them, and then he's going to get in there and likely have to do another. So I'm going in not 100% knowing, right? But honestly, I don't even know how I can wait until December 11th. Sorry. I think I have a piece of lipstick stuck in my tooth. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Honestly, if I do nothing, that is the best for me. Just sitting and doing nothing. The minute I start checking email, cutting paper, die cutting. I mean, I even sew. The only sewing I did was I went to that retreat. I didn't sew that much. I went to an event. Okay, I got to stop talking. Let's do this cutting first. I can cut and talk at the same time. So there's a score line here. You're going to skip that one, okay? So then I'm going to come up to this score line and cut. So skip the first, do the second, cut the third, skip the fourth, cut the fifth, and then completely remove the sixth. So cut. Okay. There's one more tip, but I think I have to wait till we assemble the box and then I can tell you. So now what we're going to do is we are going to put adhesive on this part and then just completely glue that down. Where's my liquid glue? Okay, so Michelle says she had C6 and C7 fused with bone marrow and a titanium cage with screws. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's basically, but like I have C5, C6, C6, and C7. So I'm really, yeah, he said just one of those would warrant having surgery, and I've got both of them. I also have some bone spurs, and he thinks I might have something going on because of that, you know, my biscuit that I have in my neck. We've talked about that before. He says that that has nothing to do with my spine. So the fact that it gets bigger when I'm in a lot of pain has nothing to do with my spine. So, but here's the funny thing. Let me tell y'all something. When I had thyroid cancer, I went to the doctor and I had 2 complaints. Did I have 2? No, I had 3. I was super tired, like lethargic. I couldn't even function. Every time I ate popcorn, I choked on it. And my hair was coming out by the handfuls. So when it was all said and done, my doctor said, well, choking on popcorn every time you eat it has nothing to do with your thyroid. I know, but guess what? I didn't choke after I had my thyroid removed. So I'm just saying, sometimes I am an oddball. Okay, so what you're going to do now at this point is you're going to apply your adhesive on this strip right here. So I'm just going to use my tear and tape. So Gretchen says she had a bone spur removed. You know, I have to say that for all the young whippersnappers out there, it too will catch up with you one day. Because, you know, I hate to say this, but I'm not sure that I had the best of patience for health stuff earlier in my life. And I feel really awful. Yeah, I feel really awful. I just had no idea, right? So, yeah, if people talking about their health kind of irritates you right now, I'm sorry. It must mean you're young, right? Okay, so this is the front, right? Because we're going to put our seam in the back. And it looks like I kind of attached that just a little bit, like 1/8 of an inch off, but that's okay. It's my sample. It doesn't matter. So now what we're going to do is place this here, and place that there. So all I'm going to do is just use a little bit of liquid glue. Now, if you wanted this to hold something heavy, you know, Halloween candy's fine. It'll hold. But if you wanted to put something heavier, you, of course, are going to want to use cardstock and not designer series paper. I love our paper this year. So I am slowly but surely using it up. Oh, goodness gracious, Vicki, I am so sorry to hear that. When did you have your last PET scan? Dang, girl, you didn't tell me. I'm sorry. David had his blood work yesterday, so we're going to find out as soon as the results get posted if he's going to need chemo. Ugh, I swear. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done the die cutting, so that's going to go there. That's going to go there. What we're going to do now is the handle. So bear with me. It is not difficult, but it does take a few minutes. So here's my husband's really dirty, nasty, manly, flat nose pliers. Mine are really cute, and they kind of match this one. You know what I mean? Brookie, brookie, brookie do. Bring me my pliers back. Okay, so I've got lots of tools here. I'm going to get myself a wet wipe because these things are, the rebar has wire so that it doesn't rust. So it is a little bit dirty. I know y'all are like, okay, you've got 2 needle nose. You've got I know, bear with me. Okay. Now, don't laugh. I'm also putting gloves on because I don't like the feeling of that wire. Yeah. So it's probably going to cut a hole. Oh, guess what? I'm going to have to take my rings off because that's not going to work. Let's pretend I'm a nurse. Not. I could not handle that. All y'all nurses, kudos to you. Love you. Don't know what we do without you. But I get the EBGBs just thinking about medical stuff. Yeah, every time something happens in this house, I scream bloody murder. David! Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your wire and don't poke yourself. I'm telling you, if you've never bought this, you should, because it just makes the cutest of projects. For this box, I use 22 inches. Now, you can use less because you can clearly see that I had plenty. Y'all can't see me, but I have a ruler here at the edge of my desk, so I'm just rolling out 22 inches. This is a wire cutter at the end here. Make sure you wear safety glasses also. Am I missing that? Oh, okay. So now we can get this out of the way. Now you need something to wrap this around. So, of course, my nose starts to itch right about the time that I get this in my hands, right? So you don't want to wrap the end because you need that to go through the hole, right? So I'm going to come in at this point. I know y'all are like, why are you using that really good ink pen? Because I have like 50 of them. Okay, so I'm just, and then now I'm going to go from this side. I secretly keep hoping that he's going to see my scans and say, hey, let's get you in sooner. Because I just can't stand the thought of thinking that I got to feel this way at Thanksgiving. And my 2 week, because I'll have to wear a neck collar after surgery. And the 2 week mark will be Christmas Day. So I'm like, oh, I really want to have surgery sooner. You don't usually hear me say that, right? Okay, so I'm going to fold the bottom in. And I'm using my fingers, but you really shouldn't because it's easier to use the pliers. Okay, I'm done with this pen. And now I'm going to use this. It's starting to take shape, right? Maybe I need, hold on. I like a little twirly in the middle, right? Okay. Do y'all remember when I used this for Frankie once? Okay, that looks pretty good. And I didn't even use the pliers, but we're going to be using the pliers once it comes time to put it in the box. Okay. So for the box, we need to, you want reinforcements because the designer series paper, oh wait, I did that wrong. Let's rewind. So what you're going to do is you're going to punch a hole. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I did that low enough. And so you're going to cut 4 of these tabs to reinforce the hole that we're going to make on the sides, because if you don't do this, you will likely tear the designer series paper. Okay, now hole punch over here. And over here. And then now we want to glue those reinforcement tabs. You can buy these in white at the store. What are they called? Reinforcement tabs? I really don't know, but I think they might be, right? Okay, where's my take your pick tool? Here we go. Okay. The good thing about using the liquid glue is that if you don't get it right over that hole, then you can slide it into place, right? Sorry, there's no way to show you guys this. I just have to just put it in there and then slide it into place. So if you're just joining us, this is rebar tie wire. And here's our project. Yeah. Okay, now the other side. There's that one. And if you look real closely at my box, truthfully, I didn't have the reinforcement tabs on there when I first made the box. I ripped it. I normally make this box out of cardstock, but I just couldn't resist making it with the Designer Series paper. Okay, so now we're going to add the handle. So we're going to decorate it after we get the handle on, just because we might want to shift the projects around. Yay, I'm glad you like it. You can get it at Lowe's, Linda, or you can order it on Amazon. I did post a link in the description on YouTube. So when the video is over, you'll see that link. But if you want to go to Lowe's, it is there. Don't ask me where, because you'll kind of have to ask one of those dudes in the store. Just say rebar tie wire. Okay, let's see. Let's twist this up a little bit more. Now, just let me tell you, if I accidentally rip the box, it's not the end of the world. It's just paper, right? But you can hold your breath for me if you want to. Now, if you're making this for a child, I wouldn't, because the ends of the wire is sharp. So you can twist it around, turn it around, but honestly, it's still sharp. So I think that it's kind of more for an adult, right? It'd make a really cute boo box, right? And then if the wire is sticking up too much, you know, you can always trim it with your wire cutters. I think it looks pretty good. It looks a little squirrely, but that's the great thing about this, is that every box looks different. But I am going to trim that one right there, that wire. Make sure you've got your safety glasses on, or glasses, if you're going to rut-row. I don't have the strength. Hold on, let me try it again. Okay, Brookie, my child, bring me my stuff back. Bring me my tools back. So what you use, I don't think this has a cutter. Does this have a cutter? Ideally, you use your jewelry making. Okay, never mind. Just forget it. Trim that. I'll have to have David trim it. Yeah. And hopefully I won't cut myself tonight with y'all. It's cute. Yeah, I have no strength. I think I've said this on every one of my videos. You could seriously work with that rebar tie wire for hours. Just, yeah. But you don't have to, because that's the beauty of it, is that it's, I don't know. What's the right word? Give me a word. Okay, so let's attach the basic black. This is, I believe, 2.5 inches. And even though the back is decorated too, we are not decorating both sides tonight. It's just basically the same cutouts. It's from the same pack of paper, just different ones. Yeah, so my tester next week. Yeah, all my tests are next week, but I don't get to see the doctor again until November 4th. So we have to wait to talk to him about everything. So my cutouts, I should have got these out earlier. I forgot. Let's see. It might be easier just to dump everything. Oh, okay. So there is the goo. And then here is that. And then we need one bat. And I'm going to use my black Stampin' Dimensionals. Oh, we need to stamp the greeting. So let me set this aside for a minute. Let me stamp that real quick. Whoops. Sorry, that was really loud. So this image says, don't worry, eat sweets. So we want to cover up the don't worry. And I'm just going to use a Post-it note, a little flaggy Post-it note. Can you believe it's the middle of October? It's going to be Christmas before we know it. I know somebody's going to say, don't say it. I know, right? Yeah, I don't want to say it. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. And then now we're going to stamp it. And then we're going to trim it, cut it out with my little teeny tiny trimmer. This is a 6-inch paper trimmer. And I did post the link to a different one on Amazon. It's not this one because this one's Fiskars, but as far as I can tell, Fiskars is not making this one anymore. I guess unless you find it at like what, a yard sale, or I don't know. If you guys ever find it, let me know because it is a keeper. Okay, this is Petunia Pop. So now we're going to use dimensionals. Okay, I was just looking up at the comments. Our nephew's daughter is getting baptized this weekend, and we're driving to Nebraska for a quick trip for that. And yeah, I'll be packing all my pillows, right? Yeah. 2 of them. And my blankie. Okay, so there's that part. And then I'm just going to use liquid glue to attach this. And I'm actually just going to put my glue here. Y'all can see that, right? Yeah. And then flip that over. Looks like I need to replace my dimensionals. David's upstairs cooking dinner. And then we'll add the greeting. We're going to add the bat just in the corner. See, if I hadn't been doing all that talking, this box really does go together very quickly. And then we're going to add our embellishments. These are the foam. Oh, who knows what the name of them it is. Foam something. Yeah. I've used a lot of them up. Like I said, I'll use the white ones. This thing is cattywampus. Oh, you know what happened is the liquid glue, I think the liquid glue part stuck, didn't it? Yeah, let your liquid glue dry before you attach that. Okay, there we go. Am I forgetting anything? Nope. It's good, right? So Betty says, how do I make my dimensional holder? Betty, I do have a video for it. It's right there on my YouTube channel. If you don't see it when the video is over, let me know, and I'll give you the link to it. But yeah, it's one of my pre-recorded videos, so it's not a live video, it's a pre-recorded. Yeah, it's super easy, and I use removable adhesive so that you can replace the dimensionals when you need to replace them. I'm not wording that right? Yeah. And I used Velcro to keep it closed. I was always losing my dimensionals. Okay, any questions about the box? So inside here I just put crinkle paper. Let me give you the measurement of the box. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. So it measures 3 7/8. So this is 3 7/8 by 2 inches. So it's 2 inches this way, and then 3 inches tall. So it will hold quite a bit of candy, right? Yeah, a lot of candy. I'm not going to get that out because you guys know what a lot of candy looks like. It's so cute, isn't it? I love it. Oh, I forgot to put the ribbon. Ruh-roh. Back up just a second. Now, this ribbon that I'm using is some leftover ribbon that I had in my stash. Use whatever ribbon you have. This is Petunia Pop. We do have some current Petunia Pop, but this is the retired Petunia Pop. And I think it just gives it a little extra something to have a little ribbon on the handles. And I think every time I've used this wire, I always put some ribbon on it. I think my scissors are about ready to get sharpened. Luckily, one of the stores that I go to, they sharpen knives. So I really need to remember, not knives, they sharpen scissors. I just got to remember to take them. Okay, now we're done with the project. You could hang this on someone's door. You just got to make sure that it's not a child because, like I said, now you could take that wire, twist it around, and maybe slide it back down into the box. But any suggestions on what you could do to make that wire not sharp? I don't know. Thank you. Yes, he had cancer earlier this year. His surgery was in April. So yeah, we've been a hot mess. Lola says only 89 thumbs up and 227 watching. So please give me a thumbs up. Oh, goodness gracious. I got 2 thumbs down. Oh, well, maybe it was a mistake, right? Yeah, any questions about the box before we do the live prizes? Yeah, I want to make sure. So Deborah says you could use duct tape on the wire. You could also use floral wire. Now I have some green floral wire over here. Yeah, I'm not going to get up. My back is against this cushion. I don't think you can see my green pillow back there. But yeah, I'm not moving. I don't know that glue dots would help. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I keep touching that. Where's my a piece of electrical tape on the end. Great idea, Carrie. Okay, so Carrie just solved it for us, right? You could put a little of that black electrical tape on the end. Also duct tape, maybe. Yeah, so duct tape or electrical tape. That's a great idea because electrical tape is also black, right? Okay, so let me show, last week, the chick candy that I gave away, only like 59 of y'all left a comment. So I was like, wow, only 59 of y'all wanted to win last week? That's a shocker. But that is the case. So let me show y'all the winner. Is this it? Yep. Okay, so Deborah, here is, you won last week. You won the little ghost, pink ghost bag, the embellishment, the dimensionals, and the designer series paper. Even though I know you and I know your address, I still need you to fill out my form, okay? This makes shipping so much easier. I can't even tell you. Like, going forward, that's the only way I'm going to send stuff, is filling out the form, because searching through emails is becoming a nightmare, especially since using the mouse and the keyboard hurts, okay? So there is the winner. Now this week, the prize is, whoops, I didn't take that off the screen, did I? So this week, this is a super duper big triangle bag. It really is huge. I'll be shipping it flat, so it'll look like this, whomever wins it. Then you just need to steam it to get it back in its shape. So what it is the Playful Ghost stamp set. This was one of last year's stamp set. It's a brand new stamp set. The Neutrals adhesive back sequins. I'm putting this little band, what are they called? Slap bands. I use them to roll up my wrapping paper and my interfacing for embroidery. So either or, you can use it to do both of those, or I guess you could put it around your wrist. Let's see. What's it look like? Oh, wow. I should have kept this. I should have kept this one. Grr, I like this one. It says Halloween. Okay, whoever wins, if you don't want the slap band, let me know. Okay, so let me put the thing up. The way you enter to win is all you got to do. Let's see. Is this it? All you have to do is comment on this video after the video is over. So this video on YouTube, leave a comment. You can just say boo, or you can say whatever you want. Preferably something nice, right? Yeah, preferably something nice. Yeah, okay. So there you have it. Now we're going to do our live prizes. So let's put this over here. I've announced the winner. So it's going to take me about 1 minute. Oh, there's another. I must have got out an extra back for no reason. So again, here's our prizes. Please be thinking about what you would like if your name is drawn. I've got my timer. The choices are, again, the Taylor Swift Kansas City Chiefs. So it says TK, TS, back-to-back champs, Kansas City, in my KC Air. Yeah, 87, 12. Is it 12 or is it 13? Her number's 13, isn't it? 13. 87 and 13. I don't know why I said 12, because I consider 13 my lucky number as well. Okay, so that, or this, or this. And whenever one isn't picked, then the other two will go in the pot for later. Or this pack of paper, which is called Everyday Skies, or the Sunny Day Iridescent Dots. Okay, so give me about a minute. It may not take me that long, but I gotta go shut down the form and get all the entries. Oh, and I need my keyboard. I'll tell y'all how many entries we have, and then I'll share my screen. I forgot to ask if there's any newbies tonight. Let us know. Everyone would like to say hello to you. Okay, so we have 194 entries, and it's officially done. So I'll copy these names into the wheel of names. And today's date is the 14th, 10/14. And I just need to copy them real quick, and then we are ready to draw the names. 1014. So the PDF for the project that we made tonight will be available tomorrow. Copy. So, along with the box template. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. So let me turn the volume up too. Okay, there we go. And screen share. Okay, can you see the screen? Here goes the first name. Okay, that is hilarious. Gloria, I just sent you the last item. Congrats. Okay, so I need to know which item you want. So I'm going to write her name down. Hopefully she's here. You do have to be present to win. So if you're on YouTube, post a comment in the chat box. Let me go back over to stop sharing my screen. Okay, so I need to hear from Gloria. I need to know which item you want. And if you're on Facebook, you leave it on the video. If you're on YouTube, you leave it in the chat box, right? So if you're on Facebook, it's in the comments on the video, right on the video. So okay, there you are. Perfect. Okay, which item would you like? You are on YouTube, so that makes it so much easier, right? So do you want one of the fabric items? I think, did you email me? I can't remember what you said. I've emailed several people about prizes this week. So it's either a fabric item, the designer series paper, or the embellishment. Oh, I forgot to turn the timer on, didn't I? She's here. The black and white bag. Okay, so you want the Halloween bag. So I'm going to put your name in there. If it's not the Halloween bag, let me know. Because you said black and white, and this is black and white. So if it's not this one, let me know, okay? So I'm going to move these out of the way. Definitely this week I'll offer that again because next week will be our last project for Halloween. Okay, so now we have these two to draw, and I will share my screen again and draw the next name. Oops, where do I go? Oh, goodness gracious. I just accidentally opened Firefox. Sorry about that. Remove. Here we go. Shauna. Okay, so I'm writing her name down. Congrats, Shauna. We just need to know which item you want. You're very welcome. Okay, so Shauna Carlson, you can have either the paper or the embellishment. Which item would you like? And I will turn over the timer. Yeah, so which item? The paper. You got it. That was great. That was super quick. So our last item is going to be the embellishment. And let me share my screen again. So right here. Here we go. Lois. Okay, so I do need to hear from you, Lois. Even though this is the only item, sorry, I kind of butchered writing that. I'm going to rewrite the name. So I need to hear from you. because I have said you must be present to win. So if you're not here, if you don't claim it, then we're going to draw another name real quick. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, so Lois, we need you to claim your prize. Lynn says, is that another jumper that I'm... It is not another jumper, but guess what? I did get this dress on Amazon. It's a dress. In fact, I have it in every color. I have red, black, purple, turquoise, navy. I have it in every color because it feels good on. And it kind of looks good too, right? Like when Dave and I were in Nashville last month, I wore the turquoise one. Okay, so I'm still waiting to hear from Lois, because if we don't hear from her, we're going to draw another name. Yeah, I got the timer going. Are you here, Lois? Yeah, I'm going to share my link. Nope, wrong thing. Where's the link? Here it is. Okay, so those of you that won, here's that link to the form that you must fill out. In the past, I have said, just email me. Guess what? I can't do that anymore. I cannot go through all the emails. There's so much spam in this world. I need you to fill out that claim form. Okay? Yeah. Please, pretty please. Yeah. We're still looking. Kathy, I finally sent your Silver Elite gift. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. I kept putting it in a special spot, and then I would forget. Hi, Maya. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing okay. So yes, Kathy, Backyard Stamper, I finally mailed your promotion gift and a couple other little things. Yeah. Let's see. Cynthia says she does the same thing. If she likes something, she buys it in every color. I'm glad I'm not alone, right? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not alone. Okay, so so Debbie says my summer dress uniform is from Kohl's. I have not heard from Lois yet, and we are about to run out of time. Did anybody see her comment? If not, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to draw again. So sorry. I have to stick to the rules, because if I don't stick to the rules, then other people get really upset. So I have to stick to the rules, right? Yeah. Okay. We are almost 3 minutes is about to end, so we are going to draw another one. Kathy, I did mention that it is a great time to join Stampin' Up! Because the starter kit is... You've got two choices. You can get the starter kit for $35, and you get $125 in your choice. And if you guys know me, Kathy can tell you, Stephanie can tell you, Vicki can tell you, and if I missed any of my downline, I'm sorry. I'm not a pushy downline. I will never force you to do anything different or do anything you don't want to do, right? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again, and we're going to draw another winner, because unfortunately Lois was not here tonight, or she wasn't here for the drawing. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I feel bad doing it, but I can't have rules and then not stick to them, right? Okay, here we go again. We're going to draw for the embellishment. If the next winner is not here, then it's going to go back in the pot for another drawing, because my back hurts too bad to keep doing this all night. Okay, so Jen, SchWartz. Okay, Jen, I need to hear from you. Are you here? Yeah, if you're here, let me know. Hey, Kim. Kim's another downline. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I love y'all too, and you've been so incredibly patient with me for the last 2 years. I swear, ever since Mama went into hospice, there you are. Okay, so Jen is here. The embellishment is yours. Yeah, my downline has been incredibly patient. Most of y'all. There's been a few that have not, but that's okay. We can't please everyone, right? Okay, so our winners tonight were Jen, Shauna, and I know y'all were saying, how in the world can you already forget? Hey, I could forget what I ate an hour ago. And Gloria, how could I forget Gloria? I just shipped your stuff today. Okay, so those are our winners. I need y'all to fill out your form and provide me your address. And I know, Gloria, I did send you something today, but if you don't mind, what I'm trying to do is find someone to start doing a little bit of shipping for me since it hurts so much. Yeah. Okay. We're done with the project. We're done with the drawings. Is there any last minute questions that anybody has? Yeah, any last minute questions y'all want to ask me? Yeah, don't forget about the chick candy. There's no catch to it. I mean, you don't have to jump through hoops. All you got to do is leave a comment, right? Yeah, all you got to do is leave a comment. There's the chick candy. You have until next Monday evening to leave a comment on this video and your name will be entered to win. Like I said, I think we had 58 or 59 comments from last week's. So I was like, whoa, I'm surprised, right? Hey, Rhonda, how are you doing? And there's Kathy. Thank you. Yeah, I try to not talk about the health stuff, but it seems like every week there's new news, right? The end date on the starter kit, Gail, is the 31st. So you got till the end of the month. So payday for some of y'all is tomorrow. And yeah, so the starter kit is $35 with $99, or not 99, $35 it costs. And you get $125 in product of your choice, or you can pay $99 and get $189 worth of product of your choice. So like if you wanted a lot of product, then the $99 starter kit would be what you'd want, right? Yeah. Okay. Will there be a PDF tomorrow? Yes. So Crystal said, will there be a PDF tomorrow? And yes, the PDF is you get a free PDF every project that I make. And this is the box template 150, but this is not the only PDF. It's 3 pages. The first page is a cute picture with the measurements. The second page is a supply list and another picture. And then the final page is your box template, which is this one. So yeah, that will be tomorrow. Stephanie says, how many boxes can you get from a sheet of 12 by 12? Well, you get 2 of these because this is made with a 6 by 12. So yeah, you get 2 boxes out of 1 sheet of designer series paper. That's awesome, right? Yep, 2. With free shipping and a paper pumpkin kit. Yes, you do get free shipping. Now, I don't know about the paper pumpkin. Somebody remind me. There's a bunch of downline on here. Stephanie, do you remember, do they still get a paper pumpkin kit in their starter kit? I honestly can't remember. I'm looking at I took the images right from Stampin' Up, so I am sorry, I do not know. I do know you get free shipping, but that's all I know. Yeah, Pamela, if you want to email me, I'll look it up tomorrow morning and definitely let you know. Yes. Kim says, are you saying you're late? I go live every week at 7 p.m. Central Time. So I know it's really confusing for all the different time zones. Like there's Mountain and Pacific, and if you're in another country, it's even a much bigger difference. Yeah. I will never forget when I first started going live and someone would ask me, well, what time is it in Faith? I think it was you that you used to ask me, what time was it in Hawaii? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. But there's a website that I could go and look. Yeah. I think it was Faith, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But now there's a website. Okay, I think that's the last of the... Okay, so Kristen says, yes, you do get a paper pumpkin with your starter kit. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Kathy also says, Lois, I'm so sorry. She said she fell asleep. Okay, so yes, thank you. So you do get a paper pumpkin kit with your starter kit. And like I said, you have until October 31st to join. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. And I appreciate you. If you have any questions, let me know. Have a great night. Thank you.